Hello, it's John Heaton, and today I'd like to pay tribute to Olivia Newton-John, who sadly passed away from breast cancer just today, or late yesterday, aged only 73. It's a big loss. This is only a week or so after Bernard Cribbins died, who was a childhood hero of mine, and Olivia was another hero of mine growing up. I remember having the picture of her and Travolta on my wall at school from Greece, and picked up a few of her albums over the years, which I'm going to show you now. Been reading some of the tributes, very heartfelt tribute from John Travolta and others. A good obituary from Neil McCormack in Telegraph. And yeah, a lot of people, well, most of us are fond of the film Grease who grew up with it, because when it came out in 78 it was a huge blockbuster hit, and the singles Summer Nights and You're the One That I Want were number one for absolutely ages. I think You're the One That I Want was number one for 9 weeks in the UK, and Summer Nights was at least 7 or 8. Remarkable achievement. And Olivia plays Sandy in the film, and funnily enough, I didn't pick up the soundtrack on CD. Obviously the film has been shown over the years and I've seen it countless times, but I haven't got the soundtrack of the film. But I've got the greatest hits from it on Olivia's greatest hits, if you like, because they're featured there, so I don't think I'm missing out on too much, and it's on Spotify anyway. But anyway, I'll show you the albums I have from Olivia. This is a early album from 72. Interesting for her, covering 2 songs from All Things Must Pass, Behind That Locked Door and What Is Life, George Harrison songs, and also does a cover version of the Simon and Garfunkel song Why Don't You Write Me. Also around this period she did a version of If Not For You, which is also from All Things Must Pass, although written by Bob Dylan. This is a mid-70s album called Come On Over, which is not a brilliant album, but it's a lovely cover. So, and that's the inner sleeve. Yeah, I would say Olivia and Debbie Harry were my two female idols growing up. This is the film that Olivia had with ELO, which was a complete flop at the box office, but the title track is quite nice, written by Jeff Lynne. And that was the number 1 hit, but it's a bit of a turkey as a film, like Give My Regards to Broad Street or something. But having said that, there's a few good songs on here, and that one, Xanadu, is the best one from Olivia, although there's other hits I noticed, like Magic and Suddenly, Suddenly being a duet with Cliff Richard, which are also on this album. Now this one I picked up in the early 80s. This is the famous picture of Olivia on the cover and with her eyes closed on the back, and I played this one to death. This goes up to the early 80s, so Physical is the lead-off track, and then it's got the 2 tracks from Grease, or 3 tracks from Grease, including Hopelessly Devoted to You, which is a glorious ballad. And then it's got the Harrison covers on here, and the Dylan cover, If Not For You. And it's got a lovely version of Take Me Home, Country Roads, and a good version of Banks of the Ohio, and a good hit song called Magic as well, which I mentioned. It's on the Xanadu album, and a nice ballad to close it, I Honestly Love You. This album, Totally Hot, came out just after Grease, and I absolutely loved the lead-off single, A Little More Love. For some reason I didn't pick it up at the time again, and I only recently picked up the vinyl. But it's a great album, and she does a great cover of, there's that picture again. She does a great cover of Eric Carmen's Boats Against the Current on here, which is worth checking out. I noticed that this album has appeared on Spotify recently, because I looked for it a few months ago and it wasn't there, so not sure if they decided to put a whole lot of stuff on recently, but I'm glad to see virtually all of Olivia's work is on Spotify if you want to check it out. Probably the greatest hits are going to cover enough ground for you. But if you want to buy an album, then this is the one I would recommend. So, a sad day, and our heroes keep on dying on us, unfortunately, as we get older. That's just a fact of life. And only 73, so she died before her time. It's a pretty young age, and a great shame. And my thoughts go out to her family and loved ones at this sad time. And well, thank you for the music, Olivia, and thank you for Greece and just being a part of my childhood and countless other people's lives. Thank you.